Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, P-Farm, Thinking Right, out here in the lab, in the book. We about to wrap this book up, but we've been rolling, so let me get this thing started because it's almost over, and I got something nice on deck for you. Just let you know, we got plenty books, okay? That's right. Rightisms, 25 rules to live by. Storytelling, story with a message. I put a message in the story for life. I give life lessons. You tune into receiving them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's do what we do. Right thinking mission, and I'm on it, is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking's way of life through mental and spiritual discipline. Practice daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission is that all right thinkers know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to know thyself. See where we're going with this? Let's get there together. So I ask the question, do you know you? You will come through. That's my goal. Excuse me, the answer is rhetorical, but if you don't have it for yourself, tune in. I can help you with that. Yeah, that's what I do. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple, but you can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. Appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm the spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself and to Mayat. Be true. We get to the end of the book, and I've been giving you lessons on the chakras and serpent power path, okay? But now, let me give you a quick precautions, the do's and don'ts on the serpent power path to enlightenment, okay? It's a few things you might want to know, so let me break it down for you. And then everything you do, remember, in Mayat, there's some good and some bad, so don't just take the good. Find the bad. Look for the bad. Why? It's there. A lot of people don't want to present the bad, but they got a question. You want the good news? You want the bad news? Always take the bad news first. Trust me. Trust me. But if I give you some advice, it's for a reason. If you get the good news first, no matter what it is, it's going to be bad after that. So if you get the bad news first, no matter what it is, it's got to be good after that. Get the concept? Just want to make it clear so you know, well, yeah. It's a reason and purpose for everything. All right, now, let's go. When you're teaching, the teachings I presented in this book, that's presented in this book, does not provide the full method to awaken your serpent power through secret meditation techniques, such as breathing exercises. I told you about that earlier, and your chants, because the misuse of these before the personality has been properly prepared could lead to, you ready, injury to the practitioner. Meaning, if you don't know what you're doing, you could hurt yourself. And that's for anything, okay? Good or bad. If you don't know what you're doing, you run the risk of hurting yourself. That's why being ignorant of yourself could cause you problems from yourself. Those are the fetters that you cause not knowing, and that's a problem. Always know what you're doing before you do it. Those interested in this philosophy, in the serpent power path to enlightenment, should follow the instructions I'm about to give you, aka below. It's only 7 of them, but I'm going to try to expound on them and try to give you a better understanding for each one as it goes. So I'm going to try to stretch it out a little bit because it's only 1 page of information and I got more stuff, but I can't put the two together because let me see if I can squeeze it in. Let me see how I can work this in. If I can get 2 lessons in one, that'll work. But let's start with number 1. You work with a qualified practitioner. What's that? Someone with experience and knowledge in awakening the serpent power and who can guide you should you have any problems that may develop in your awakening prematurely or you practicing the wrong thing and going in the wrong manner. You can be corrected when you have an instructor that you can ask questions to, fall back on, and get better understanding. That's what it's all about. Tutoring. Get information that you don't have, that you want. Ask somebody who has it. That's my job. If any question that I give you, anything I'm telling you, you do ask me questions. I'll answer all the questions. You know how we do. So, but that's what's important. There's nothing you can ask me about right thinking philosophy that I don't know the answer to. That's mastery. Okay. Now this one I don't subscribe to, but they say become a vegetarian. And to what? To cleanse your physical body for at least 3 years before you begin your more advanced serpent power disciplines in the serpent power path to enlightenment. Do not practice overeating and do not starve yourself. That means keep the balance, not too much, not too little. Some people take stuff to the extreme. Remember, Mayat represents balance in anything that you do. It's to find a balance that works. That's all. Too much of anything ain't good. Not enough of something ain't good. But the right balance is what you want to practice in your daily life. That's how you run your life, with balance. Trust me. Now, when you become a vegan or that vegetarian, you have 3 years for that, for the more advanced. I don't recommend that. I ain't into the dietary thing, but I can surmise, understand. Don't overeat, don't starve yourself. Okay, again, find the balance. They got a book that his wife wrote about Kemetic dietary foods and way to eat, how to maintain your diet. That's what she does. She's good at that. That's his wife, his other half. They work good together. Okay, perfect. Now, number 3. This one is important. Daily study of the teachings of your serpent power, aka right thinking philosophy, during your cleansing period. What's the cleansing period? Cleansing period is when you purify your mind with daily intense study of the lessons. That's how you purify your mind. The devil's workshop is what? An idle mind. A purified mind is free from devilish thoughts and bad concepts. That's how you do it. You practice. Number 4. This one is important. Control the sexual urges during your purification period. Abstinence, not having sex. Men, you can't have sex with your wife. Women, you can't have sex with your husband. So you have to abstain from sex during your purification period. That shows what? That you got control over your lower nature. Well, no. Abstain, refrain, okay? Retain your sexual urges, control them. That shows willpower, and you have discipline, willpower, control. If you like smoking cigarettes, and for some reason you can't stop until the doctor says, no, if you keep smoking cigarettes, you're going to die. Now what? You got to make a decision. You're going to keep smoking cigarettes and enjoy the pleasure, or you want to live. So those are decisions that you have to be able to make from that level of understanding things that you feel like you might want to do. Prepare and practice abstinence again when during your advanced phase of the serpent power of discipline. Okay, semen retention. Fellas, 1 year, no sex, no masturbation. Oh man, you crazy. See? That whole idea don't work for most people. An average person. It's not for everybody, but there's a purpose and a reason for that also. That's why it's done by very few people. Some people ain't appreciate. Well, I gotta go. Nah, moving on. Let's get past that. Personal. All right, number 5. Number 5. Make sure you do have what? make sure you don't have high blood pressure. That means you can be a person who's always you got to learn how to calm down. That's what the meditation and the breathing technique is for, to get that pressure down. Why? Anxiety attacks for people who can't control their breathing, can't control their anxiety. They got pills for that. No. Practice meditation, take care of that. You don't need medicine for those things, but don't have high blood pressure, or you have medical conditions before. Make sure you take care of all your medical conditions before beginning the advanced phase, not the regular phase, but you want next level. It's going to be some things that you need to be prepared for. So they're telling you need to be in physical shape. I became a Mason. You had to have a doctor's certificate saying it was okay for you to go through the initiation. Yeah, you had to be okay because they're about to do work. So you need to be physically fit to some degree. That's all. And one of my pet peeves when I became the Dean of Instruction, I saw no use in that part of Masonic order. I took it out. By Lord, I changed it. When I became a master, I took that part out. I saw no use for that. Moving on. But that's what I'm saying. If there's no purpose and reason for it, I'm not doing it. And whooping somebody's butt, patting their ass, don't do nothing for them. Nowhere, no how. I don't have no use for that nonsense. I don't want to be paddled, and I ain't trying to paddle nobody. I want to enlighten. I'll enlighten you. I'll teach you, instruct you, but I ain't got to beat you. Moving on. That's that hazing thing. People get hurt doing that. And during my days, people getting hurt. Moving on. Because the ignorance, arrogance of people who try to inflict pain on somebody else that they don't want on them. If you're going to do something, you don't want something done to you, you shouldn't do it. That's what karma tells you. That's what karma means. When you did to somebody else, it'll be done to you. Simple as that. Moving on. That's the difference. And nobody escapes that. Dr. Clark, no exceptions. But the advanced discipline phase that you got to go through is stressful on the body in the beginning. But in the end, it leads to good health and necessary success. Why? To live long life. The body got to be in shape. The body got to be long for the ride. A body in motion stays in motion. So I see old people at the gym, 80-something years old, still going to the gym. I can't wait to be still going to the gym at 80 years old. Okay, just personal pet peeve, but yeah, I love that. Why? That means they still living. Physically, they come and do a little bit, do what they got to do, but that means the body is still going. They just be moving along. I'm reading my book today, getting my workout in. Old dude, 87 years old. Make sure he say hi to me every day. I love that. Why? Because he in every day just like I am. And he's 20-something years older than me, and he's still coming to gym, gets his workout in. That's life. That's life, the real deal. Okay, if you want to live long, work out. Okay, exercise, that's all. If you don't plan on living long, don't worry about the physical body. Well, it's going to run out, all right? Number 6, and that's the important part. Number 5, taking care of the body, get it in shape. Why? Because once you get to rolling, once you lighten up all your chakras, centers, went to energy center, man, you good to go. Everything is just clicking. You're a well-oiled machine. You will just run and run and run like an engine. Change the motor oil, it's going to just keep on running. When you going to stop, it's going to keep on running. That's what it's built for. Moving on. Longevity. Number 6, stabilize your home life. What you mean? My home life? Nope. Practice Maya. Where? At home. Where else? At play. So you practice Maya every day. Make the way of life. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. They're telling you that. That's what I'm trying to explain. That's where I got it from. It works. Trust me. I can practice Maya. I can daily meditate. I can still live in a meditative state of mind on a daily basis. Why? I practice it. I mastered it. I got the ability to do that. Moving on. You can too. All you got to do is practice it like I do. And you remember, stabilizing your home life meaning keeping it balanced at home. Okay, taking care of business, all right? Stabilize, number 7, last one. Stabilizing your job or your occupation. By what? Practicing Maya at work. You can't get around to practicing of Maya philosophy in your life. Why? Because it holds true for everything that you do. Trust me, that's the beautiful part about it. It worked for a civilization. The whole race, Egyptian civilization, for over 3,000 years. They didn't have a civilization where 85% was ignorant and the 5% was intellectual and 10% was robbing and blind. They didn't have that concept. Everybody was had knowledge of self, policed themselves, did what they needed to do, and took care. And it just went along, just kept going along, just rolling. Harmony in the body, the same way. When the practice of this concept is successful, you have your energy centers, and your energy is of high vibration. You're vibrating at a high level now. That's why people see your aura. They see when you're feeling good, you up and good, feeling good about yourself. They see that. And what happened? That your high vibration that are locked within matter, which is vibrating at a lower rate, okay, are liberated. Meaning your lower vibration will start vibrating at a higher level. It'll get and come up and raise up. That's what he's telling you. And the energy of your liberated mind is more powerful. Watch this. A liberated mind, a free mind, a liberated mind is more powerful than an atomic explosion. I told you when you reach the 7th level, the chakra, when you become enlightened, like the skyrockets in your mind. That's what they're saying. That's what it tells me right there. I explained it with its explosion. They just said it's more powerful than an atomic explosion. So my definition of it, my concept of it is right on point. Why? I experienced it. That's the best way I can explain it. Simple. Okay, and they doing it the best way they could too. So we right on point. But that energy, that's what you mean. You have that. You have it to be able to control it. That's what mastering your energy centers is all about. And the energy of the liberated mind can and will manifest in the form of heat, light, sound, etc. of great intensity. Whatever it is, it's going to be intense. Okay? It's even more powerful than physical forms of energy, which include a nuclear bomb. That's power. And it's inside you. You can harness that. Yep. Control it. And before this happens, your personality must be prepared to handle those forces. It ain't no joke. Again, I told you when I got enlightened, I wasn't prepared. I wasn't warned. I didn't know. I just just started freaking out. All of a sudden, I'm knowing stuff. All of a sudden, it just got to start going crazy. And if I wasn't able to handle that because I had my experience with drugs in my early life and taking acid, mescaline, and having in altered states of mind, so I didn't freak out. I said, well, I didn't took nothing. Why the hell am I, I'm all like that. So I got the old-fashioned way. So I'm trying to help you be prepared for that. That's the whole point I'm trying to show you. And before this happens, your personality must be prepared to handle this. Why? Because the force is so intense. And watch this. Otherwise, this can have, watch this, I just told you, it can have a detrimental effect on your personality, even leading to disease, or more importantly, insanity, psychotic breakdowns. You can't distinguish real from unreal. You can't recognize what is and what's not. Your discernment is off whack. Your ability to rationally reason has gotten obscured. So therefore, the practitioner should follow the instructions of his or her preceptor. I'm only telling you what you need to do. Then, what's this? And there can be pain involved with the development of your serpent power as it awakens restructures the nervous system. Oh, it's going to be some changes. And there's going to be some changes. Trust me on that one. And any remaining impurities, residue that's left in the nervous system is caused either by your physical problem, impurities, or your psychological issues will be met with immense force. Meaning your lower nature about to be manhandled. Okay, I watched the commercial with the Hulk and Loki. I'm a god, okay? Thought took him and earth shook him a few times. He said, yeah, okay, you a God. Take that. That's what your higher self would do to your lower self. That's just the concept. All right. Now, if the personality is not ready to handle the physical or the emotional breakdown can occur. Why? Because they can't handle that rash of concept that they really ain't ready for. Again, they weren't prepared. Therefore, it's good to follow your instructions that laid out to you or by you here for what? Gradual development. We try to tell you, trust the process. You can't want tomorrow today. It ain't gonna happen. Trust the process and get through to the day, and tomorrow will be today when you get there. But you can't get it until you get there. Understand that. That's the process. It's gradual. And understand this. Do not skip. Do not go past any lesson to advance and practice without what? Proper guidance. Don't go do your own thing. Some people will try and they know they're going to go rogue and all of a sudden, I messed up. Yeah, okay, but did I tell you that? No, why you do it? But again, follow the instructions. Just follow the instructions. Wrapping it up. Again, I appreciate you tuning in. Now, if these teachings and if the lessons I'm giving you have been mastered, it is said that you then will have control of what they call the caduceus of Tahuti, meaning you have total control over oneself, your actions, your emotions. You are in total control. You know thyself. Okay, you reach the level, and you have the power of, watch this, you have the power to control your life force energy centers and the control of what? The two serpents. Remember them? Let that I said. Okay, the two serpents that lead what? To the knowledge as above, so as below, so below. And this is why it is said, what? That the one who grasps the principles of this philosophy and raises their vibration has grasped what they call the scepter of power. You have gained control over yourself. Totally control. That's what self-mastery is all about. That's what the lesson. I hope you got the understanding. Precautions is to let you know the do's and the don'ts and the wills and the won'ts of you when you're doing what you should be doing for yourself the proper way. When you do it the right way, it works every time. Trust me. I did it, so I'm trying to get you to do it just like that. What? The right way. Hope you enjoyed the lesson. I'm out. Gotta go. And in closing, right thinkers, may you all live to be 100. Me, 100 minus a day. So none of my right thinkers who starting to know who they are have passed away.